Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And we will not have a return here to start. Thanks to the new rule, the fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line. Not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You look at this Raiders defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB. They'd easily move into the top 5.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Pickett back to throw. Got his man, it's Warren. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. He's to the 15. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage. Was going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Warren, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A first carry for the All-Pro running back. It's Josh Jacobs.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
If you look at this Steeler defense,
they enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Third down and 13.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Pickett. He's got this to Pickens.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
First catch so far by Pickens. It's good for a first down.
Well, that doesn't have quite the flair of some of Pickens' catches from his rookie year, but it still moves the chains. He quickly built up a rep for making highlight grabs, maybe the catch of the year in Week 3 versus the Browns. He also had 800 yards, and he looked like an absolute playmaker for the Steelers.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Looking to throw, Pickett. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league. 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The tackle made by Levi Wallace.
The Raiders at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind is certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And Jacobs is going to have a Raiders first down as he'll get this down to the 47-yard line.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
On second down, Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
On first and 10, it's O'Connell.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second and 10. A handoff for Warren.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
99 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Pickett. That's going to be caught by Pickens.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner.
And the Raiders have got him.
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. You've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Third and long for Pickett. That is caught.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Pickett will look to throw it here.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
O'Connell backed up near the goal line. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers.
Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Out of the shotgun, here's O'Connell.
He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
O'Connell to throw on second down. That one complete to Trey Tucker.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles. At that time, a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Here's 2nd and 7. Here's O'Connell.
And the Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us a ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I never return punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
To throw here, O'Connell.
Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted.
Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Warren. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Here's Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First and 10, here's Pickett. Completes this one to Pickens.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Boswell's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
A final shot before break. O'Connell is going to fire one deep over the middle. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Off the play fake. O'Connell.
He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
taking a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Arnold
throwing quickly here, and he's got Jacobs.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Jacobs.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. The kick by Carlson is good, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Now Pickett.
And his throw is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Pickett back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's a 1st down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the 3rd quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
On the give, it's Warren.
And he's able to get this one down to about the 40.
Divine Diablo there to make the stop.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
That's caught downfield by Pickens.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Pickett.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Byron Young in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Pickett now from the gun here. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Looking to throw, Pickett. Got an open man, it's Pickens.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
Boswell's kick is good, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Now it's O'Connell.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 11 yards for number 11.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
19 tight.
From the shotgun, O'Connell. That's to the rookie from Notre Dame, Michael Mayer.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Play action. Now O'Connell.
He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
On 1st and 10, it's O'Connell.
And it's complete to Adams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now O'Connell.
And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown.
Trey Tucker with
his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that big-time drive right there? If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there. They went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Steelers. A big-time special teams play here in the fourth quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time. That extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
From his end zone, here comes Carter.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. DeAndre Carter. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. And that big fourth quarter return, Charles, makes this a one-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they said a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for two? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
This is 1st and 10. And O'Connell now to throw.
Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Here's second down. Throwing, O'Connell. Same target. It's Jacobs again. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Pass caught by Hooper. On the move past the 40. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save the timeout. Here's O'Connell. Open man is Tucker. He's got room to roam. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's first and 10 now. O'Connell. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Well, if you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's third down here.
He's back to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this, because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And he will take this one back all the way inside the 35.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Looking to throw here. Pickett.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Pickett to throw.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Here's Pickett.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Now one more shot at it. Obviously
seen it happen before. How about Aaron Rodgers throughout his career? He seems to pull it off about every other week. But if I'm the defense, I'm rushing the quarterback and making him move away from his throwing arm. That makes it a little bit tougher to get it downfield.
One final shot for Pickett.